This is... This is great.
This is very great. What's up, guys? It's Lego Nerd and my friend here.
Biker Dude.
And we are Biker Dude. And this is our first episode of the Lego Nerd podcast. What's up? I'm going to put this on the floor.
You do that.
What's up, guys? So, today I think our main topic we were going to do
Was Infinity
War. I have cups right here.
We never
Yeah.
did watch
Yeah.
the movie before.
No. I've watched the movie, I think, 6 or 7 times now.
I've watched it once.
He's watched it once. Don't kid. But this is the first podcast I've ever done. I've never really done this before.
Mhm.
I tried once on a channel. I'm not going to give the name because that was really bad and cringy. I have a fan going in the background because it's stupid hot in my room. But this is going to be like the first hour-long version of my videos
Podcast.
where I just, but it's like an hour-long version of the videos where I just talk against my red wall. But yeah, so I'm wearing a Captain America t-shirt because I don't have a Spider-Man t-shirt, and talking about Infinity War. He doesn't have any good
Marvel.
t-shirts, Marvel t-shirts to wear.
I have an Iron Man mask.
Yeah, you're wearing an Iron Man mask.
Remember the first time we wanted to do one of these? And we just sat
Yeah,
at my house, and I was wearing the mask?
yeah. It wasn't a great
It
time.
wasn't.
It never got uploaded, so you don't try to look for it.
You can try.
Yeah, you can
No
try,
one's stopping you.
but yeah. So Infinity War. When did you watch it?
I watched it a while ago.
Do you remember anything that happened? We have drinks as well.
Water and iced tea.
Yeah. So do you remember anything that happened in the movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Thanos happened.
Yeah, Thanos happened. That was a thing.
Yeah.
I know we're a little late getting to the party, but we
What
never really had
happened?
the chance to do this before. We never really had the idea. So we're just doing this. We're doing it as a live stream first because
You have
I don't really have room on my phone to record. I apologize for it keeps on getting bright like that, where it's really just a makeshift. I have a glass table here and a light, a desk lamp that has a piece of paper taped to it, so.
and the fan.
Yeah, and the fan is just in the background blowing everything wild, so. Yeah, Infinity War. So, initial thoughts on the movie. What were
It was a good movie.
It was an extremely, yeah. So, what were your first thoughts other than it was a good movie? From
My first
walking out
thoughts
of the
were
theater?
because, like, well, I'm not really a big Marvel fan like you, so and I haven't watched all the movies yet,
Exactly, yeah.
and so I was kind of confused on some stuff because I
Alright.
haven't seen all the movies.
Yeah. Me being the nerd that I am, I'd seen every movie at least 10 times coming up to this, you know. Black Panther being the exception. I apologize for that. That's what I was talking about. That's the brightness.
I'm just watching
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well, here
there
it goes
is
again.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Should I just turn off the lamp there?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it off.
Hello, everyone who is not watching the live stream.
Yeah, this is the live stream portion. There we go. Is there any difference?
No, not at all.
No, okay. Well, anyways,
Except for
we had a desk lamp there. It's off now.
Yeah.
My initial thoughts, seeing as I am the huge nerd that I am, and I've seen every movie at least 10 times, yada yada, I already said that. I loved the movie from a filmmaking standpoint and a nerd standpoint. I think it's probably one of the greatest movies ever made. I think it was actually one of the best cinema experiences I've ever had. I saw it twice. I saw it once in regular 3D, and then I saw it once in D-Box 3D. And I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty good movie. So yeah, the thing that stood out to me most was
How long the Spider-Man's death scene was.
Or I guess we're going into spoilers. I'll put that in the title. All right. I'll read. I titled the video in case anybody came to the live stream. I titled it Lego Nerd Podcast number 1, because we didn't know what we were going to talk about entirely. So I'll title it afterwards when I put up the actual video.
We'll probably just halfway through the podcast just completely change subjects.
Oh yeah,
Let's be
100%.
honest.
So yeah, but spoilers, I guess. So Spider-Man's death scene stood out to you the most.
Yeah, it was really long.
Why?
Well, I heard you guys talking about it like when you were at our house, and you were like, "Man, it was really long," and you were like, "Well, it's because the spider senses were like like he knew it was coming, and that's why it was even longer.
Exactly,
It's the
yeah.
spider senses.
Yeah, so Spider-Man in Infinity War experienced signs of the spider sense because in the scene when he was on the bus, he had his arm hair stood up, and that actually came to a surprise to me. That wasn't CGI.
It wasn't.
No, it was that was created by somebody blowing on Tom Holland's arm hairs.
Wow.
So it was just him, somebody gently just there.
Wow.
I was like, that's really cool. I don't know how they did that because my arm hair doesn't do that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just different from Tom Holland, but.
Yeah.
I think it says there's like the 2-digit numbers, so I think we can go for a full 2 hour or 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
9 hours.
or maybe we'll go to 100 minutes. I don't know. 99 minutes maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly. Anyways, continue. Spider-Man's death scene. He had spider sense in this movie with the arm hair, and then at the end of the movie, we saw it one more time, and that was in his death scene, and that was when. Everybody else their death scene was rather quick.
Short.
And short. And everybody was just, they said, what's going on, and then faded away.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, he's...
Probably the saddest part of the whole movie.
Oh, guaranteed. That was the part that made me
Yeah.
wail like a baby. Like, I was wailing like a baby throughout this entire movie. Starting in the first scene when Loki died all the way through to Spider-Man's death scene, and then just all of it came out.
Wow.
I apologize for the squeaking. We're in some...
Mine doesn't squeak.
Mine squeaks a little bit. But we're just in some older chairs.
Older.
But yeah, so he used his spider sense and figured out that something was going wrong and he wasn't gonna make it. So I'm gonna cry during this podcast, I swear. But he had a spider sense, and that was what was telling him something's wrong, something's happening to you. So. You gotta say something, man. So he tells Tony,
not feeling too good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
And like pretty much after he said that, like he just floated off into dust.
He says, I don't know what's happening. I don't feel so good. And he just hugs on to Mr. Stark and he's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Sorry.
For me, that was probably the saddest part of the whole movie.
Yeah, the fact that he was just sitting there clinging to Tony with his wife, saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, Mr. Stark, please. Please, I don't want to go. That was the sad. I'm already crying.
Yeah.
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen, and it's the fact that everybody else that disappeared, with the exception of Teenage Groot, was an adult. They were already fully grown. They had lived, most of their
Well, Groot
lives.
had already lived.
That's true.
life
Groot
already.
Yeah, Groot had died, and then come back to life. So, do we know? I don't think it's ever been said if Groot retained his memories or not from that, but yeah. So
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think James Gunn, once upon a time, said that that was Groot's son, possibly.
Groot's son.
Yeah, so.
Well, that makes sense.
But everybody else that died was already fully grown,
Yeah.
and that Peter Parker is here, a 17-year-old kid, just fading away, and that was the saddest thing I'd ever seen in the movie.
And I was saying, just like whenever like young people die, I'm like they never lived their dreams.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm scared of, dying like really young,
Yeah.
and not being able to live my dreams.
Exactly. So. Is that your entire thoughts on the movie? Is that it?
There was a lot of good parts of the movie.
Alright, well, we should probably dig into those a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll go into the parts that we liked about the movie first, and then the parts that we didn't like after.
I was about to start talking about Doctor Strange.
Alright, talk about Doctor
Well,
Strange.
no, we'll talk
the
about that
movie.
after.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, okay.
I watched the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Alright.
The surgery parts were really boring, so I started watching YouTube.
Alright, so, good things about Infinity War. What did you like?
Well, it's been like a month since I've seen it.
I just watched it last night again.
Again.
I bought the DVD, or the Blu-ray, I guess, and then I bought it on my...
Phone.
Yeah, I got the digital copy with the Blu-ray, so I just downloaded it on my phone. So what were some good parts that you really liked?
I really liked the scene where Thor is, like, risking his life, like, before he...
Oh, on
Nidavellir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was...
I really thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed that too. I mean,
yeah.
I think the best thing about that entire scene was Ichu the dwarf telling Thor, he's like,
You're
The,
gonna die.
the full weight of the
Star is gonna
star
kill
is
you.
gonna kill you.
And
And
then
then
he
Thor's
lives.
just, only if I die. And then he comes back, yeah, that's what killing you means. Like, what? So, I really enjoyed that scene. Yeah, it was a good one. On Nidavellir. Nidavellir. This is such a weird name.
It is.
And I love how on the new Milano, I don't know what the ship was
Milano.
called, but it's like the new Guardian ship. And then Thor was like, "We're going to Nidavellir," and then Drax, I think, says, "That's a made-up word," and then Thor just comes back, "Oh, all words are made up. Come on." So like, and he's right, you know.
He is.
The word chair, the word bed. I'm just saying things that I'm near me, like the word
I
chair,
was walking
bed,
to school-
desk, TV.
I was
you know,
walking to school one day. I was like, "Who came up with the word bird?"
right? Like,
And then I started questioning it.
exactly. So like, all words are made up.
Yeah.
So yeah, continue on your.
Some other good parts were close to the beginning when Thanos first gets to Earth, and they all like go outside and everyone's just like running away from it, and they're just like,
Oh yeah, they're just
Yeah.
looking through the
just
crowd.
like
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah.
Everyone's running, and then the end scene, like the very end scene, that was also pretty interesting.
Oh, the entire, like
Like-
all the way through the credits. It was weird in Infinity War. You know, you didn't have an end scene
end
after
scene.
the stylized credits, and then an end scene after the actual credits.
It was an end
It
scene,
was just an end scene after the actual credits.
which
so
I thought was
that was
really
that was kind of
weird.
bizarre to me. But
Most of the time we only see the total ones like after the written credit, like the
Yeah.
fancy nice
yeah,
credits.
the stylized credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 had like 5 end scenes.
Yeah,
It was hilarious. I loved them all.
yeah.
That's
I think I only
different-
watched one
This is a different topic for later in the
podcast.
podcast.
We're only 10 minutes in.
12 minutes now, actually.
Okay, well,
Anyways,
I don't know.
any more things you liked?
Trying to think, because we really end, start. Can't really remember much of the middle of the movie,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah. I have a Lego set from the movie displayed up here. It's the Sanctum Sanctorum. Right there.
Oh, that was also pretty funny when Loki was like, "I've been falling for 30 minutes."
That was Doctor Strange. Oh no, that was Ragnarok, sorry.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
Loki,
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure that was Loki. Oh, that was in Ragnarok.
Yeah, that was in Ragnarok. I just said that. That was in Ragnarok.
Oops. Well, still pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny. That was a good scene. Alright, things that I liked about the movie, I mean, I agree with you on all the things that you said you liked about
Yeah.
the movie. I come from more of a filmmaking perspective. He came from the movie itself, some good scenes. I'm gonna come from a filmmaking standpoint. I took 2 terms of film studies in 8th grade for my electives, so
Mhm.
I took 2 terms because I didn't want to take another elective. So. I don't know. I've really felt in the scene that you were talking about when Thanos first arrives on Earth, or like Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian
Yeah.
first arrive on Earth in the spinning exercise wheel. That I really liked the use that it wasn't just like a stuck camera. It was it was moving around with Tony, and it was like that was really cool how it like panned around to Strange and then back to Tony, and it was just going around. And then that was really cool. It looked awesome. And it kind of give you a sense more of like found footage, like not more of a movie or like somebody was actually there and like saw it. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I feel the emotion in this movie was amazing.
Powerful.
It was so powerful, this movie, especially in the end. And when Thanos snapped, you really felt the weight of when he snapped and half the universe ceasing to exist. Because you thought that I was watching the movie again last night, and I felt a couple times, like this is so cool. What the heck? So, but really at the end there.
No, what really would have been cool is they could have like optical illusionized like half the people in theater would like not be able to finish the movie because like they died or whatever. I think that would be kind of cool, but really hard to do.
Yeah, that would be hard for a theater, and it's also random selection, so it would be like I don't really know how they do that.
Yeah,
Really
but it would be
cool.
really
It
cool.
would be super cool. Put everybody in a box to watch the movie, and then just have half the boxes sink into the ground.
Yeah.
They'll come back up after like 10 minutes, but
Or whatever. That'd be really cool.
yeah, that'd be super cool. But
But it'd be like really awkward. Be like,
Yeah, they'd have to
I'm
be-
in here alone.
they'd have to be willing to do it, and it would be weird.
It would be.
Yeah, I don't think a place would be able to pull that off.
Just a thought.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would-
Oh,
Or like the seat sank.
yeah. Let's see, St. Down. You have been slain by the Thanos. There's actually a website that would allow you to see if you got killed by Thanos or not. It was didthaноskill.me, and you'd go to it, and it was just a blank white screen, and it said, you have been slain by Thanos for the good of the universe, or you have been spared by Thanos.
Yeah.
I got slain. I don't think you've done it yet.
No.
I
feel like we did it once though.
I feel like you did. I think you lived.
I
But
think I did.
yeah,
So I
so-
didn't get to do the whole.
hey! Half the universe. I died. You lived. So, yeah.
I think.
So, and more things I liked. Going back to my point about the glove, you had felt that entire scene, like the entirety of when Thanos was in Wakanda, that was mind blowing. The entire Wakanda fight, the Titan fight, the New York fight,
Yeah.
everything. All of the action in this movie was mind blowing. But as soon as Thanos came to Wakanda, you knew, like, oh shit, like this stuff is real now.
Yeah.
And then the way he just tore through all of the Avengers and used an Infinity Stone for like each one of them.
Mhm.
And then Cap got dice right when Thanos got into Wakanda.
Mhm.
Then he comes back and he withholds the entire weight of Thanos and then just gets decked.
Mhm.
That was heartbreaking. I love Captain America and I love all of the Avengers, so it was really heartbreaking to see them just get picked apart like butter like that.
Great
And
example.
yeah, and then I'm just gonna go back a little bit to Age of Ultron, and
just a few years.
yeah, just 3 years.
Yeah.
There was a scene where Tony and Steve were having a conversation, and Tony says, "How do you plan on beating him?" And he was talking about Ultron. He says, "How do you plan on beating him?" And then Steve says, "Together." And then Tony says, "We'll lose." And Steve replies, "We'll do that together too."
Wow.
Which I feel really applies to this movie. Had Civil War not happened, these characters would have all been together, and they could have won.
Yeah.
But now that they were separated, they will lose, so they lost.
I think Cap died.
Captain,
Infinity War?
no, he didn't.
Oh.
It was, but then right at the end when Vision tells Wanda, he says, it's time. No, I love you. You have to do this. It shouldn't be you, but it has to. So
Yeah, with Vision, that was really good.
that was so powerful.
Yeah.
That made me cry. Like I had already been crying, and that made me cry. With Vision and Wanda, he says, it shouldn't be you, but it has to.
Mhm.
I love you. Please do this.
Yeah.
One man's life shouldn't stand in the way of half the universe.
Yeah.
So that was really powerful. Their relationship in this movie.
I honestly think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be worth it, like, you risking your life to save other people, like, more people.
Oh no! Had I been in Vision's shoes, I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, because it's like, would it be worth half the universe getting killed for me living?
Exactly.
Like,
No, it's not. It's
not.
That's probably the most selfish thing I've ever heard. If you
Yeah.
say yes.
I mean, unless you're stupid.
Yeah, but
Some people would. Risk
yeah,
half
no,
the
there's-
universe.
Yeah,
Like, there is people who would do that.
one thing that I was gonna say something. I can't remember what now. Anyways, so that entire scene, and then Wanda is destroying the stone and then holding Thanos back with her other arm, and then the way that she was able to hold Thanos back while she's being emotionally damaged and killing the person that she loves, and still holding him back with one arm while he's using an Infinity Stone, that makes Wanda two things. The most badass Avenger and the strongest Avenger. Fight me on this. She is the strongest Avenger. But she held him back long enough for her to destroy the stone. And she destroyed the stone. That was loud.
That was very
But
loud.
she destroyed the stone, and
Glass on glass.
Thanos comes back up to her and he says, I'm sorry, little one, I know what it's like to lose, or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But then he just picks her up and then just throws her out of the way. And then uses the time stone, reverses Vision, and then
Yeah.
grabs the stone right out of his forehead. Like, that was so bad. Right when you thought Thanos is done, he can't win. There's no, he
Yeah.
can't get the sixth stone.
I was just going to say, like, didn't he end up getting it anyways? Well,
Yeah.
he did.
And it's just, he can't win. The movie's over. He won. Or they won.
Yeah.
And then Thanos is like, reverse.
Reverse,
From the Cha-Cha Slide.
Yeah.
So he just goes, reverse. And then Vision's back, and then he just plucks the stone right out of his head. Which was awful. I shouted in the theater.
No!
I actually did. I was like, no! When he did it, and then you think, oh, they lost. Like, you go through the 3 stages. They've won. They lost. They won in a matter of about 10 minutes. So you think Vision dies, and then you see Thanos, like, that he can't get it. They've won! And then he reverses.
Reverse.
They've lost! And then Thor comes in. And he's with all his lightning and Stormbreaker, and he throws it, and it gets right into Thanos' chest. And then, then you're like, they won!
I know,
Because
that's what I was thinking.
Thanos is done. Thanos died.
I was like, Thanos
And then
died,
he's just
yeah.
lying there. And then Thor calls back to the first scene of the movie after Thanos killed Heimdall.
Oh.
And then he says, you know, you will die for that, you know? You killed my best friend.
I remember that scene. That was also another good scene.
That was a really good scene. And then he comes back and he says, I told you, you would die for that. And he shoves Stormbreaker further into Thanos' chest. And you think Thanos might actually die because he's exclaiming in pain. He's like, ah!
Probably fake.
Oh no, that was 100% fake.
Yeah.
Thanos is 100% CGI, so he's all fake. So, yeah, and then he's trying to piece together words, and he's like, yeah, you should have gone for the head. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
I remember that.
And I was like, what? No. And then he snaps, and I was like, no! Thanos! And then he just snapped, and you felt the weight. It was like,
Yeah.
it was so powerful. And then you saw people start disappearing, and you were like,
Oh, snap.
oh, buddy, no.
Like, this is actually happening.
It goes back, and you see, and obviously, like, after that, it cuts to a black screen, and then Thanos and Kid Gamora, and he asks, or she asks, did you do it? He says, yeah. She says, at what cost? Or what did it cost? And he says, everything.
Yeah,
and
I remember that scene.
Yeah, and then it cuts back to...
Those scenes were also really confusing with, like, young Gamora and Thanos and whatever.
Oh, yeah. It was kind of giving you just a little bit more background for Gamora, you know, where Thanos is coming from and how he did that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then he comes back to Wakanda, and Thor is questioning him. He's like, what did you do? What did you do? And then
As he's floating off.
Yeah, and then Thanos just grabs his gauntlet and just dips.
Yeah.
He just dips into a portal. And then
He kinda did.
Steve's like, what'd he do? Did he win? And Bucky's the first one to go, and he says, Steve? And he just looks at his hand and just
Oh, I
falls.
remember that.
That was heartbreaking. I love Bucky Barnes. I feel like Marvel has put him through immense torture, and he doesn't deserve it. He is an amazing human. And then, so, it was just not great, you know? Everybody started disappearing, and then we come up to Spider-Man.
And his was like, what, a minute?
Yeah, his is like 30 seconds or a minute long.
And then, like, the others were like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was really quick for them, and Spider-Man had the longest.
Yeah. Which made it the saddest.
Yeah, and then when...
Him also being 17 years old.
Yeah, and then I realized when he was lying there, and then he says, I'm sorry to Tony. Tony falls after Peter disappears, and then Tony starts looking at his hand like, please let this happen to me too. Please let me disappear.
And then he does.
And then he didn't, and he's like, it's all my fault. Because in Homecoming, you venture back there, and then Tony says, what if somebody had died? You know, when he's scolding Peter for the fairy incident. He says, what if somebody died? That's on you. That's different. That's on you. And if you died, I feel like that's on me. I don't need that on my conscience. So then Tony tried to save Peter when they went first into space on Thanos' spinning exercise wheel. And he's like, send him home.
Whenever you say exercise wheel, I see like a hamster on the wheel, just like...
Yeah, oh yeah, like the hamster wheel.
Yeah. Just imagine this giant hamster on it.
Just
that would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing. But then
That would've made it even
Tony's
better.
Tony's like, Friday, send him home. He's like, all right, boss. And then he was supposed to just fall back onto Earth, and just nothing more would have happened.
Yeah.
But he decided to be a stowaway, and that was my favorite thing, or one of my favorite lines, is when Tony and Strange are arguing on Thanos' ship, and he says, no, we got no backup, and Peter goes, I'm backup, and Tony goes, no, you're a stowaway, the adults are talking. that was really funny. But then, where was it? Right, Titan, and then Nebula and Tony are the only ones left, and Nebula just says, he did it. And then it was heartbreaking, it was awful.
And you know what else I wondered? More than just the Avengers died.
Yeah.
It was like half of the universe.
Exactly.
Half of Earth.
Exactly, and then...
It's like you cut Earth in half with like a giant... It was like Earth's cake and you just cut it in half
cut,
and ate it.
Cut Earth in half. Or cut the screen in half. Because
that would have been interesting.
He lived. I died. Can you imagine if I had been filming a video? Had we lived in the Marvel Universe and I had been filming a video at that time,
just died.
and I'd be like, what's going on, guys? The Lego Nerd here. I'm showcasing this and this figure today, and whoosh.
That would be weird.
It would be so weird.
And then just the video runs out of time or whatever.
Yeah, and then my phone just runs out of time. Dude, that would be heartbreaking.
That would be.
That would be so
Imagine
awful.
watching someone die.
Or me doing a live stream at that point, what's going on, guys, the Avengers, they're so cool, it's super cool because in that movie there's no, or in that universe there's no Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, the Avengers, they're so cool, guys, I love them so much, and then
Yeah, that would be.
It'd be so weird.
That would be I just watched someone die.
Yeah, can somebody shut off this camera, please?
Yo, and it would just continue going.
Yeah, it would just continue until somebody eventually came into my room and was like, oh,
There's no one here.
there's no one here. I better turn this off. There's a paint over here that has its lid off and it's bugging me, so...
There's a what?
There's a paint can with its lid off and it's bugging me. My paint's gonna dry up.
Your paint's gonna get dry.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a favorite for me.
Exactly.
We should do a showcase of my car.
Yeah. My friend... Also, if you're wondering why I'm trying to squeeze past him here, it's because we have wires on the other side of this table and I can't get past it. But my friend came here because he wanted me to paint
The wheels on the car.
wheels on his car. So I just painted the rims for him real quick. Back to Infinity War. Talking about this for half an hour.
Remember when we were trying to pull the Hummer behind our bikes, and then there was the truck, and then it was like I wiped out, and I was like, we should make a podcast, and you were like, there's no way we'd be able to talk about this for an hour. And here we are for how long?
Half an hour now.
Half an hour just talking about Infinity War.
Yeah.
We probably never would have done this.
Where was I talking?
Infinity War.
No, but before the paint.
I forget. No one's watching this.
Somebody died. Watching somebody die.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
we're
so
at. That would be
that'd be
heartbreaking.
so weird and heartbreaking. Watching your favorite YouTuber and then just whisk
just
away.
floating off.
So I don't think I would want that video uploaded.
Well, do you think if, let's say, your dad walked in, do you think he'd be able to, know how to,
know how to not let it upload or not let the live stream upload?
Probably not.
Probably not. No, my dad would not know how to
And
do
so it'd
that.
be live anyways.
Yeah.
And it would be live showcase. You gotta lock the
I gotta
door.
lock the door so that my parents don't come in and tell us to do things.
To do things. Be like, we're doing things.
Yeah.
We're talking.
I don't know what else to talk about for Infinity War. I mean,
Infinity War.
I enjoyed every scene. That movie was phenomenal.
What I think you should do, because you have that wall of tape and all that
I have
stuff.
a wall of tape in my room that you guys don't see, because when I'm recording to the right of me here.
Yeah.
I have. Sorry, my bad. I have my recording studio right there, and then I have my working studio right there, and then I have a wall of just tape and conspiracy theories on poster board. Because I moved rooms midway through doing it, so I have it all on poster board.
It was funny watching when the fan just blowing the tape that's half off.
Yeah. I don't know what else there is to talk about for Infinity War.
I think you should add an Infinity War part on there.
Add just an entire poster board of Infinity War.
No, just try to make it related to all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because
I have an entire conspiracy board. We'll stop talking about that because you guys can't see that. and you've never seen it. So
Didn't you make a video about it?
I did, yes. I upgraded it since then. I forgot about that. So yeah, I think
We should talk about.
Let's talk about something else now.
Might not be related
Before
to-
we do that, what do you rate Infinity War?
I'd rate it 11 out of 10.
11
Definitely a go see.
Yeah, if it's on Blu-ray and
If you
DVD,
can rent it for like $2,
it's Blu-ray DVD now. It's on digital. You can get it pretty much wherever at your local Walmart or Toys R
Walmart.
Us. I don't think you can get it in Toys R Us anymore.
No. Well, if you're in
rest in
America,
peace, Toys R Us in America. That was super sad. I felt really bad.
I didn't really care. I'm like, it's America.
I emailed a YouTuber and I was like, hey, if you want, or I Instagram DM'd him and I was like, hey, if you want me to get you
Like
one
Toys R Us
one-
exclusive. crap.
yeah, like a Toys R Us exclusive 4-pack of the Marvel figures that's coming out. Let me know and I'll send one to you if they're cheap enough because I have to buy one for myself. And then
Yeah.
maybe
Oh, like
if,
one person's watching.
if they're one person is watching our live stream. Hello, by the way. So there's a 4-pack of Marvel Lego figures coming out. We believe to be in October. So,
It's what,
and
August?
I
July?
I Instagrammed a YouTuber that lives in America, and I was like, hey, if you want me to send you one of these, I'd be more than happy to if they're cheap enough, you know. And then you can, just review it and keep it. I don't care. And he was like, thanks for the offer. I might take you up on that. So.
Like, feel like it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it to him for free, so.
For the price of a shout out.
Exactly. No, not a shout out, I don't care.
I really don't care either.
Yeah, so.
They could be a nice.
Yeah. Like, my rating for Infinity War would probably put it at a 9.9 out of 10. I mean, there was a few things that I didn't like, but really nothing noteworthy, so I'm not going to talk about it. We did talk about, did you ever talk about the things you didn't like? Did you not like anything?
No, well, not that I can remember.
I feel like some characters, though, were a little bit less developed than a few others.
Or like less in the movie.
So, yeah. Yeah. So,
Hello.
hello. Hi.
Savannah's watching.
It is Savannah. A mutual friend of ours is watching. For future viewers. I have people that are outside my window, so
Okay.
I apologize. Yeah. So I don't know what else there is to talk about. I'm really bad at small talk.
Small talk.
That's small talk.
Let's talk about the bike incident that I was talking about earlier.
Yes, the bike incident.
So, I had the great idea.
Okay, well first let me prelude this with, I was in my room, I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Amazing show, by the way. Watch it if you haven't. It's coming up on season 6 soon, I'm so proud of them. But I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine and I was working on a few figures. And then I get a call from, I don't think I've said your name yet. What, can I say your name on the internet?
Preferably not.
Okay,
So
so
refer to me as like
the buddy.
the buddy.
So my buddy asks me, says, "Hey, you wanna come to my place? My trailer got hit." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, my camping trailer got hit by a car." And I was like, "I want to see that. Yeah, I'm coming over." So I went.
It was my friend from school who called you.
Yeah, and then I got on my bike and I biked over to his house, and he says,
Oh, yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, that never happened. We just wanted you to get over here." And I was like, "What?"
But like my friend who called him was like, leave it.
Yeah, he like, because there was a third friend and he had told me. He's like, "Come over." I was like, "Alright." So I went to his house, and the third friend left like right when I got there. I was like,
I was like, dude, like, stay.
You're gonna say his name.
I almost did. We'll just refer to him as E from now on.
We'll call him Aaron.
Aaron.
I
I actually know a person named Aaron.
Oh well, rip. But Aaron,
Shush.
I was like, Aaron, stay, Aaron,
Stay.
why, Aaron? So I'm better than this at this than Jack Whitehall. I was like, Aaron, stay, Aaron. I was like, no, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah.
So then
Just dipped in his grandma's truck. Grandpa's truck.
Grandpa's truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were like,
I was like, what are we doing now? Like,
continue.
Aaron was supposed to be here. No, he's not. We got you water because you were like dying because it was like plus a million degrees outside.
Yeah, and my bike had something wrong with it, so I
I fixed it.
Yeah, he fixed it.
It was easy.
I'm more of a Lego nerd than a bike nerd, so I don't know how to fix bikes or cars.
It was really easy.
So yeah, and I didn't. It was the simplest thing you could have done. I had to switch a gear.
It wasn't even a gear because you have like twisters on your bike,
yeah.
like the crappy ones.
Yeah.
And like you just have to twist it a little bit. And I'm like, I wish I had that on my bike, but at the same time they're like crap anyways.
Mhm.
Also, story for later. After this.
All right, you have a story for that.
Yeah.
But continue with this story for now.
And so then, like we got him water, and then we had the idea, right? Like we have this broken Hummer that it used to be yours.
Yeah, it was my Hummer, my childhood toy Hummer. It's like the toy cars that you can sit in and drive
the power
around.
wheels.
Yeah, the Power Wheels.
And it was like a red
and it was
Hummer.
just a red Hummer. So.
And me and Aaron always dump it in a canal. It's really fun.
So.
And then some
yeah.
person walked up to us and was like, "How'd that get in there?" And we're like, "We don't know. It was just here when we got here." And so then we got ratchet straps, or just like the strap part of the ratchet strap. We put it on to the steering part because we're so smart. And like, what are you doing?
Just continue. I'm going this way, so I have to go around you.
And then, right, because from Fast and Furious 5, when they have like their chargers, and then they have the safe behind it, like we wanted to do that. And this Hummer drifts really well, just like chips.
Yes. Continue the story.
And so and we're on the street because sidewalks are like a foot wide.
Sidewalks are lame.
The ones in the town a few kilometers away from us, they're like Main Street. They're like this wide. They're like as wide as a truck. And so, anyways, there was a truck coming, like a delivery van, like a box truck, and we're like, crap. We didn't discuss what would happen if it happens, and so. He's older than me, but
by a year.
And I'm bigger than him.
Sponsor for this video is Lay's, the old pickle potato chips.
Or
I'm kidding. They're
or
not sponsoring
Sale.
this. Yeah, they're not sponsoring this. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and so then, I go towards my house, which is on the left side of the road, and you go to the right side, and the Hummer went with him. I'm sitting here on my bike. It was pretty funny, but I got like cut, or
Yeah, I got pretty beat up
Yeah.
on his knee.
and then I DM'd my friend a picture. And I was like, "Hey, look what happens."
He DM'd Aaron a picture.
Aaron, yeah, I DM'd Aaron a picture of my bloody knee. Pun intended.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah.
And he had like fallen off his bike, and I laughed. And then the delivery van guy was super nice about it. Like he waited there,
Yeah.
and he
He was
laughed.
probably like,
He laughed. I saw him. Like how we split, and he just sat there and he laughed, and I was like, "Hey, I got you, man. Thank you so much for waiting. You know, we're having a thing." And I rode my bike to the other side of the road,
pulling the Hummer and the bike.
Yeah, I pulled them both, and I was like, "Come on, dude." And then as soon as I got to the one side of the road, he just went around us.
Yeah.
And he
Super
continued
cool
driving.
dude.
Yeah, super cool. He was really nice about it.
Yeah.
Most
delivery guys are like, "This is the best thing I've seen in my whole career."
Yeah, no, that was really the funniest thing he saw that day.
Yeah.
Was us pulling a Hummer and then splitting. It was really funny.
Just for him.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so I'm biking here from my house, and then we're coming up on the highway, or whatever you call it, and then there's like this area where you wait for the light to change.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm
it was like on the highway intersection.
driving like
There's
this because I'm an idiot, and then my wheel it was like that, and
Yeah,
then it just
pops
falls
out
over,
to-
and I just jump on.
pops out to the side and then he just jumped off like bro.
And it just jumped off, and then the light changed. I'm like, okay, I'm going now.
Yeah, and then he just walked and he grabbed his bike and he was like, all right, let's go. Yeah.
Well, we didn't talk about the Hummer incident for an hour.
Yeah, we talked about that for 10 minutes.
Wow,
A whole 10 minutes.
that's a surprise.
Mhm.
This is probably the most socializing we've ever done.
I think so, yeah. We've never really talked this much when you're at my house. We mostly just played video games on my Xbox or
And
something.
watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Our definition of hanging out.
Yeah, pretty much just playing video games and watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the definition of us hanging out.
After we go to the pool.
Yeah, we go to the pool, he comes here, we play...
After dropping off my brother
Yeah,
and grabbing some stuff.
drops off his brother, comes back here, we watch Xbox and
Watch
play
Xbox.
Watch
Watch
Xbox
Xbox
and
and
play
play
Brooklyn
TV.
Nine-Nine. So... yeah.
And something to talk about.
I don't know what we can talk about. I mean, we could
Lego.
we could just leave this as a 40-minute podcast, but
We should talk about something for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should talk about something. I want to make this
Lego.
at least an hour. Lego? Alright.
Lego. What's your opinion on it?
It's amazing. Oh, hello. Dill0526. Hello.
Hello.
Um,
You should stay for the next 20 minutes.
yeah.
I was talking about Lego.
I enjoy Lego.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it a
really
lot.
fun.
Yeah.
Because like I usually play with Hot Wheels a lot, and so it's
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm limited with like the destruction factor. It's
Yeah.
like crash. It looks exactly the same. This is boring.
Should we plug your YouTube channel?
Sure. YouTube channel is Biker
Alright.
Dude.
Biker Dude.
Just Biker
right
Dude.
here. All lowercase, space between Biker and Dude, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, so, if you want, you can go follow him.
yeah.
And
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Don't
He's-
really care. Don't do videos.
If you were to do videos, what would you do?
I don't know, to be honest. Just random stuff.
But yeah, go subscribe to Biker Dude. So,
Actually,
There you
my description tells me tells people what I would do if I actually made videos.
there you go. Go to the
The
About
bio.
tab on Biker Dude. Alright, continue.
And so, right, Hot Wheels, they don't destruct very well.
Yeah.
And it's like paint, that's about it.
Yeah, you just change
And
the
it's
link a little bit.
like change the paint, not even sometimes. And it's just boring. I'm like, this is boring. Like today I'm playing and I got the McLaren there and now I'm just like, a tire hit my car and it exploded my car. And like, super fun. And like I built my own truck and it's like super weak, so it's just like really fun, just like completely just crumpling it and then
Yeah.
rebuilding it because it's really simple.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like brick, 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 brick.
I'm trying to find a thing that's like simple to
Simple.
destroy. Here.
Yeah, like that.
I guess we'll just use this. but
Really
it's,
simple.
It's a Lego Batman
Bike.
bike,
And it's just really simple. I was
Yeah.
telling you, I was like, should we bring the truck?
and it's easy, and you can just
Like, great.
that didn't break, but you know stuff is easy.
I would've shattered.
That was gonna scratch the glass.
I think it did.
That's fine.
It's a glass table that no one uses.
Yeah. Most we ever use this for is playing Monopoly.
This TV will automatically shut down. Auto shut down.
I have a TV back there.
Hey, we got one like.
Yeah, we're gonna like.
Just one.
So.
Yeah. And then like you can do whatever. And I was telling Tim earlier, I was like,
Yeah.
you should like on like the website and stuff, like with cars, you can go onto like, let's say Ford's dealership or their website, you know, pick like a Taurus or whatever, a
Mhm.
Taurus, and just be like spec it out with like features and like backup cameras and
Yeah.
stuff, or like the F-150, like,
Yeah.
spec it out,
Specking out vehicle,
Like a vehicle.
on the internet means
like
just it's pretty much the vehicle equivalent of Lego Digital Designer. So
yeah,
go ahead.
it's really fun. I do it a lot. I know.
So
I haven't quite made a car over $100,000 yet.
Hmm.
It's my goal. But I have
Add some
spec out.
stuff. I made a McDonald's order that was over $100,000 one time.
You mean $1,000?
No, it was over 100,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell more.
I made it. So I was with my friends one time, and we were bored at McDonald's. We had finished eating, and we were still waiting for somebody to get there because we told them we would meet them at McDonald's. And I was like, hey, let's go to the kiosk because the McDonald's where I live is
Shit's
like.
everywhere.
Well, I don't know if they're everywhere or not.
Because I was
but-
watching a while ago, I was watching this guy, and he lives in like Toronto area,
Oh well.
and like they had it, but
Most McDonald's have a kiosk ordering station where you can go,
instead of
and then you just choose the stuff that you want, and then
if you're socially awkward,
yeah, like me.
I use it most of the time because it's just like it's better than talking to people.
Yeah, it's true.
Most of the time the receipt's so pretty.
So we were like, let's just dick around with this, and you know, I apologize for using that word, but
You've sworn how many times? 3 times?
No, just once.
Well, you said that.
No, I know, I did. Let's move past that.
Yeah.
But we were
Who's
just playing
talking?
around on this machine, and I was like, we need to make the most expensive order ever.
You told me it was $1,000,
Yeah, it was $1,000.
not 100,000.
Well, we made it over 1,000, and then it went over 5,000, and I was like, let's not stop. So
I wonder what would have happened if you guys ordered it and then just left.
yeah. Are you hyped for Clone Wars coming back? Yes! Thank you for asking that question! Thank you so much! I loved the Clone Wars. I am very hyped for it to come back.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, you never watched it.
I never
but,
watched Star Wars movies.
But yeah, he's not really a nerd at all.
No.
But I'm very hyped that is coming back. I am going to subscribe to the Disney streaming service exclusively for that reason. After I've seen all 12 episodes, because that's the last 12, I'm leaving. I don't want that service. I'll buy the Marvel movies. So I'm leaving after I see those 12 episodes, and then they'll probably get uploaded somewhere on the internet, so I can watch them then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am very excited. Thank you for asking that question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
I
what to
don't
do.
know either. Forza Horizon 4. Are you excited for it?
I don't really care for it, to be honest.
That's depressing because I'm like really hyped for it. Even though I don't even have the console to play it, I'm like watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like really hyped for it.
Should we ask each other questions?
I mean, if the
If-
one person who's watching
Yeah,
has a
if-
question
if-
that they would like to ask,
If
please
anybody
do.
if anybody watching, I'm gonna make it sound less.
Like the
Actually,
one-
no. I'll leave this in for the video. So if anybody watching this video, whether live stream or just published,
the one person watching the
wants to
live
ask any questions, we will answer them in the next episode.
stream. Or if it's the live
Or
stream,
If it's a live stream, we will answer them now. So that's the benefit of watching it live. You can get your answer to it now.
it'll
Or-
probably be a weekly thing.
Yeah, it might be weekly. I don't
Or
know.
monthly,
We'll,
or
we'll
yearly.
talk about it. What day is it today? Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
That's perfect.
The 17th. Every Friday.
Every Friday, maybe. We'll talk about it.
It's 7:00.
Rip.
That's late. I go supper
Yeah, we gotta go eat soon.
soon.
Or at some point. But yeah.
We started making this
So-
podcast at 6:15.
Like a nerd podcast every Friday, I guess.
Well, as every Friday as we can make it.
Yeah. I'll probably let you guys know on my Instagram at pajama.wearing.spider.boy. That's my Instagram for this channel. I had an Instagram channel that was, or an Instagram account that was actually called Lego Nerd 11. There wasn't enough people, and I really wanted to branch out and make it, a little bit more of a wide range of audience.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed it to pajama.wearing.spiderboy or .spider.boy. So that is the
With your great drawings on it.
I drew a few photos and then I put them on Instagram.
And
So-
then I commented, I was
Yeah,
like...
you asked me to stop it. You're like, stop it.
I was like, no
Get
offense.
some help.
Every like this video gets, he gets a cookie.
Yeah.
Which is so far one. Oh man.
that was really bright. I apologize for my lighting problems.
The thing is, we only have one light.
Yeah, we have an overhead light and that's it.
Yeah.
We might change location after this. I don't know.
We might go to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Go sit in my garage.
That was great.
Yeah. So, do you want to ask me questions and I can ask you questions? We'll just play that, and then if you guys that are watching want to ask questions, we'll answer them in the next episode or now if you're watching live.
Yeah.
So continue. Ask me a
Questions?
question, and then I'll ask you.
How do you like painting Lego and stuff?
I
know
actually
you do that a lot.
I enjoy it a lot. Ever since I took that 10-day break. I took a 10-day break when I said it was gonna be like a few months. I'm sorry. Clone Wars came back and I got inspired. Brightness, stop it.
What's happening?
I don't really know. I think it's just the effect of having an overhead light and my camera halfway through it. So we will still be at this table next week though. So
We'll just bring the table to
how old are you guys?
We don't feel like
I'm currently 14 years old.
14 years of age.
14 years of age. I had my birthday this year, so
If you watch the
I
video
already
not live, you will figure out how old I am.
I already had it. My birthday this year, so I'm just.
I'll be 42 next year.
Yeah. You're turning 422 years old.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is
Yeah.
your birthday.
Yeah.
422nd birthday for him. But I'm currently 14.
Any more questions from the audience?
From the audience, you guys want to pull in some questions?
Who else is watching?
I don't know. Someone.
Can we view it?
One other person. I don't think so, but I don't really care.
Well, on Instagram,
I don't care
I don't care either.
that much about who's watching
Because
right
it's
now,
a live
but
stream.
I do care that you guys are watching. Thank you for watching. Happy early 422nd birthday.
Thank you.
You want to ask me a question?
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were 400.
No, you are.
Oh yeah.
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 So, what is your favorite Marvel movie?
My favorite Marvel movie, Infinity War.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-Marvel or non-MCU movie? that you've seen?
Non-Marvel movie.
Non-MCU movie. So like the original, like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, X-Men movies, like all of those.
the Sony.
The Sony Spider-Man. Which Sony Spider-Man? There was two. There's two before Tom Holland. The newer ones or the older ones?
I was joking when I said that. Was it the Sony Spider-Mans?
Yeah, it was the Sony Spider-Man.
Those were pretty great.
Those were pretty
Those were really good.
good. Yeah.
Don't you have? There's 3 people watching.
Hello to the third person.
We have 10 minutes left.
No, we can continue. I don't care. If we're talking.
And if we're talking, then
We gotta make this longer than my Infinity War showcase. I need to address some things for the people watching. Infinity War showcase. I know that was not my best work. I apologize. I've upgraded some of those figures, and I want to know from you guys: do you want me to re-showcase some of the figures
That's
that
super.
I upgraded? Yes or no? You can tell me in the comments if you're watching this after publish, or tell me right now if you're alive. So, yeah. Hold on, give me some questions.
have you ever thought about like making custom like Lego like mocks
Custom mocks.
rather than just painting?
I did when I first started YouTube. Back 2 years ago. I don't know.
Maybe even 3.
Maybe 3. I don't know. No, I started when I moved into this house, so that was like 2 years ago.
Weren't you making a stop motion film?
I was going to, but then I gave up because I hate stop motion. I love the work. I love the videos.
That's
that
what
people
this
can make from
channel
it.
created.
But yeah, that was why I got this channel created. Crash Lego Productions. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, but I have considered going back and creating more, maybe in separate showcases. I debated having the Infinity War Hulk poster in my Infinity War showcase.
Yeah.
Then I decided, no, it's already way too freaking long as it is.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it, and also I was really pressed for time for Infinity War.
Really?
Like I was planning on having another week to do it, because it was like, Infinity on May 4th, and then
Your birthday.
my birthday. I
And
guess.
the original Avengers movie. That's
Yeah,
when it
that
first
was
came
when
out.
the original Avengers movie came out 6 years ago now. So it was like Infinity May 4th, and I was like, yes, the movie's coming out. It's on my birthday, and it's a great, they're lining it up perfectly because the original Avengers, it came out May 4th, 2012 on a Friday, and now Infinity War is coming out May 4th, 2018 on a Friday, and it's perfect. They lined this up. They're doing it. And then Robert Downey Jr. was like, hey, can we see it early? And like Mark was like, of course you can. You're Robert Downey Jr. for Pete's sake. And then he was like, can I bring some friends? And they were like, of course! You're
You're
Tony
Robert-
Stark, so of course you can! And then he was like, can it be the whole world? And then Marvel was like, that's a fantastic idea! April 27th everywhere! And I understand why they did it, to avoid spoilers, to avoid the snap. But it was kind of just really hard for me personally as the creator. I was depending on that last week to finish, recording, editing, and actually getting the figures done. So I was actually a week short. So that was a
Wow,
reason
they were
that those
crappy.
were not my best work. So yes.
Another conversation starter. Your view on negative comments on your videos, because I know I had one on my one video, and it was like, your videos suck, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, not like I care or anything, but it's just like some people, like, future watching, like, they don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, they might. But I was just like, I don't personally want to see that.
Yeah.
So I just deleted their comment.
I personally don't care. I mean, I'm glad that my video had at least some form of an impact on you. And if you're going to critique my video, please, this is serious now. If you're going to critique my video, please make it constructive criticism. Let me know how I can do better instead of just complaining about the video being bad. Thank you.
Same with mine. Because he was just like, your videos are crap, man.
That's all he said?
Well, it was like, your videos
are
suck,
crap.
like, you should stop doing YouTube or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And like, he was like, we use like iMovie Studio or whatever.
Yeah,
to
we just
make
use the
it
iMovie or the iMovie
trailer
file.
stuff.
So
And so then it was like, well, that's like, there was the original one, and then I did it for a school project. So it was a whole different edit.
what project?
It was the one on computers.
I'm not aware of this, but all right.
It was on WeVideo,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. All right.
that one.
Yeah.
And I just completely re-edited the whole
Yeah.
thing. I kept all the footage.
He kept every single thing in footage. The only thing he
Changed was
the video
cutscenes.
he's talking about is the Power movie, the Power movie trailer on my channel. He took that, and I gave him full permission. He was like, "Hey, can I?" Use
Actually, I texted.
you texted Savannah,
Yeah.
and you texted me, and you were like, "Hey."
No, I just texted Savannah. Was like, hey, can
No,
I?
you texted me
I
as well.
did?
Yeah, and you were like, "Hey, can I use this for the?" Because my face was featured in it, and you were like, "Hey, can I use this for a school project?" And I was like, "Absolutely, go for it." So
Yeah.
I
I don't remember texting you. But
No, he took the trailer and then all of the cutscenes where it wasn't
a film,
a filmed
like, of
footage,
us
a filmed footage.
was cut out.
It was cut out, and he re-put those with the
I
same
think-
text. It was just different background and different font. So.
Yeah. And the thing is that the song I used, I made sure it was copyright free because I didn't want to have to ask him wait like 2
Yeah.
years. So I made sure it was copyright free.
And you would have also failed the project.
Yeah. And then he took it down, so I couldn't give him credit.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, I mean, I have proof that it was up because I screen recorded it.
Exactly.
So I was like, I have proof that it existed, but like I just forgot what the song was called and didn't
Yeah.
feel like going through my screen recording footage.
Mhm.
Couldn't find it. And so yeah, and then like after school ended, he put it back up. I'm like, well, that would have been useful. So there's no credit to the song.
Right.
It was copyright free though, so I mean,
I don't know.
Really?
Then you don't have to give it credits.
it's supposed to be the project.
It's useful.
Mhm.
Should shrink your chair down.
I should make us the same height.
We have shrinking chairs.
Mine's fully bottomed out.
So is mine.
Oh, rip. We're the same height, but I'm like a foot taller. Like right now, but I'm like a foot taller than you
Yeah.
in real life.
So yeah. Somehow managed to talk for another hour after the Infinity War discussion. Is there any other movies or something that you want to talk about in particular?
Not
Just wanna bring
really.
up-
Need for Speed, that was a great movie.
Need for Speed.
That was a great
2014 movie. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Um.
The cross country thing was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it was-
and
yeah.
The Mustang and all this stuff. It sucks that it got totaled in the end. It was, what was it, like
Yeah.
a $500,000 car?
It's more than $500,000. It was like $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Or 2.7.
Yeah,
That's what
so
they bought
it,
it for.
and especially because it wasn't his.
Yeah.
It wasn't Toby's.
No, it wasn't.
And it got totaled.
Toby is the main character in that movie. For
It was
if you
supposed to be like
haven't
Toby Mac.
seen it. Yeah, Toby. Dude,
No.
I'm not saying
Sucks.
him as a person sucks. I'm saying his music sucks.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's probably a decent enough guy, but
But just music is.
yeah, his music's not good.
A kid in my class likes him. Or a kid in my previous class liked him.
You.
Yeah. I was like, you know, you do you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna judge you for your music.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And just like the cross country stuff and just everything made it kind of like illegal street racing.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
but with movie.
making everything.
There needs to be a part
Make
2 to
games.
that movie.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just like they just drive off into the distance in their new
Yeah.
Mustang.
No, it's gone.
It's like
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. If you want to, sorry. If you want to ask a question from the audience now, please go ahead. And then, if anybody watching in the future, I'll just reiterate again. Leave a question down below in the comments, and we will be more than happy to answer it next time. So yeah. If you want to ask any questions, go ahead.
No.
But
the one person who's watching. How much you want to bet it's the person who joined 20 minutes ago who's still watching?
I hope so. He was cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And happy 422nd birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Could have been happy one day for their birthday.
But I think that is it, guys. I want to make this just an hour long. So I think that is it. We're going to go eat.
If we're even gonna go
If I don't, maybe we're going to go eat. And
I'm
then
gonna go home.
we will see you next week. Not the same place, but the same table.
On the same table. Not like they can
And-
see it or anything.
Yeah.
Barely.
But we will be back next week, guys. So thank you so much
You're
for
not
watching.
bringing this table to my house.
No. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want, you can like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Sure.
If you want, you can share this around, but you don't really have to. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
It is the same
Alright,
person.
It is the same guy. Alright.
Oh.
Peace out, guys. I will see you
Thanks for
next-
watching the whole 20 minutes of
Yeah,
podcast.
thank you for watching that 20 minutes. But, alright. Bye,
Have a
guys.
good day.